welcome Group 8, how are you?
Yeah.
How's your day been going so far?
Absolutely brilliant.
A range of responses there. So, welcome to the mix. My name is Ryan, I'm a youth worker that works here. Today I'm going to be talking to you about well-being and support. So, there's an awful lot that you can look at and read and listen to in the media about well-being, about mental health, but what does that actually mean? And what does that mean to you? So what I've tried to do is to help you understand a little bit more about what that means and look at ways that we can support ourselves and we can support each other. Okay? So my first question to you is, who has mental health? Does anybody know? Who has mental health? Yeah?
Mental health problems.
You don't know? You sure? Anybody going to guess? Shall I give you a hint? So you do, and you do, and you do, and you do, and you do.
We all do.
Excellent. We all have mental health, okay? So when we hear the word mental health, we often think about the bad stuff, about depression or anxiety and things like that. It does include those things, but it also includes the happy and the positive and the great. So the easiest way to think about mental health is the way that you feel. And just like our physical health, it's really, really important that we support our mental health to help us feel at this top end. Does anybody know why that would be? Why is it important that we feel happy and positive and have a good sense of well-being? Yeah?
So that we're happy and positive to other people.
So that we're happy and positive to other people. Well, this is true. That is part of it. So our mental health affects the way that we think, the way that we feel, and the way that we act. How many of you have not done something that you really wanted to do because you were worried about it or you were anxious, you didn't really know what was going on? So instead of being open and honest about it, you were like, I can't be bothered, or something along those lines? Yes? This is something that happens to us all at some point. So those sorts of challenges can be overcome having a good sense of well-being and positive mental health. You all have limitless potential. Every single one of you could do anything you wanted to do and be anything you wanted to be. And having a good sense of well-being, having positive mental health, helps you to overcome the challenges so you can reach that potential. Okay? So, what we're going to do now is look at things in life and how they make us feel. So you're each going to get a card, and you will be first with music. Could be playing music, listening to music, and what I want you to do is to stick your card under the emoji of how it makes you feel. Okay? Please do, yes. Da-da-da-da. Wonderful, thank you. Excellent. For you, tidying your room. What do you reckon? You actually, it's how it makes you feel, so if you enjoy it, put it up the top. What? Being left out. How does that make you feel? Is the blue tack run out of stick? Oh. Yeah, I'll give you a hand. So cats, how do cats make you feel? Oh, well done. Lovely, thank you. For you, eating vegetables. How does eating vegetables make you feel? What do you reckon? Excellent. Hanging out with friends. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lovely job, thank you. Maths tests. Turn your teachers on.
That's actually alright, to be fair.
Actually right, but it's how it makes you feel. Yeah?
Yeah, I did.
There we go. Playing football.
I've never heard something.
Sorry.
You put
Being bullied. Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're 100% sure being bullied makes you that happy?
Yeah.
Really?
What makes you happy then?
School.
What? No, you're not.
And finally, moving up to high school. How does that make you feel?
Apples on the scale. No, really, it is.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I'm that old.
So, I think we can all agree, if we look at where some of these things go, because I'm going to move this, because you don't need it, is that being left out, being bullied, things like this are never going to make us feel good, yes? We agree with that? But some of these things that we probably disagree on. So, for example, school that's gone right on the top there. For some of us, school is our happy place. It's where we feel valued, it's where we feel safe, we enjoy it, we love it. For some of us, especially those of you shaking your head, we struggle with school. We don't like school for any number of reasons. It could be the hardest thing you ever have to do for some of us. The way we feel about things can be different. That's perfectly normal and natural. For some other things, like playing football, for example, it could be your greatest passion, it could be your greatest joy in life, it could be what you always want to do and always want to think about. But, for example, when England get knocked out of the World Cup inevitably, even if it's your favourite thing in the whole world, it's probably going to make you feel like this, yes? So the way that we feel about stuff can change, and that is perfectly fine and normal and natural as well. But what we want to do is try and be up this end and do things that keep us up this end as much as possible, yes? Because we want to feel happy and we want to feel positive. So, here are 5 things that you can do to do that. Number 1, get active. Now, it is proven that being active doesn't just boost your physical health, but your mental health as well. It releases a happy hormone into our brain. Now, this could be just going for a walk, or it could be running a marathon, depending on your fitness and capability. It doesn't really matter. The important thing is that you're getting out there and you're being active. Number 2, be with people. Now, this means in the real world, not on your phone, online, or via an Xbox headset or something like that. We are social creatures, we enjoy the company of others. So be with your friends and be with your family. Number 3, do what you love. This could be hanging out with friends, music, playing football, standing on your head, balancing spoons on your nose, unicorn rides, it doesn't matter. If you enjoy it, do it, because it brings huge value to you and it boosts the way that you feel. So do it, enjoy it, and appreciate it. Help somebody out. Now, this could be making your nan a cup of tea. This could be tidying your room before being asked to do it. Or this could be supporting one of your classmates that you know struggles with something. Helping somebody out will not just boost your well-being, boost the way that you feel, but the way the person you have helped feels as well. And number 5, rest. Who gets grouchy when they are tired? Yes. This is because rest and sleep are so important to the way that we feel. So work hard, do the fun stuff, but make sure you take time to rest and relax and get a good night's sleep. Now, when I say rest and relax, that does not mean sat on your bed watching TV whilst listening to music and playing on your phone at the same time. That sounds like it. We need to take time to rest our minds as well as our bodies. So put your phones down, even if it's just for a little bit. Put your phone down and it will massively help. Here at The Mix, we have lots of stuff to help you achieve these top 5. So, you will each, before you leave, receive a copy of these. Inside the Flamingo is our summer timetable, packed full of activities for you to do, including kayaking, quad biking, our recording studio is open for you to use, pizza making masterclasses, getting into photography, getting into golf, loads more activities to help get you active, be with people, meet new people, do what you love, find new friends, find new things to enjoy, and to enjoy yourselves. You'll also get the Mix Annual. This has got more information in it about who we are, what we do, and other people that can help and support you as well. Okay? So we want to be up this end as much as we can. Unfortunately, it is inevitable that we will be down this end at some point. Nobody is lucky enough to go through life feeling happy and positive all of the time. It could be because you've been forced to eat a plate of broccoli that you didn't want. It could be because England lost at football, or it could be for any number of reasons, many of them much more serious. We will all be down here at some point. But there are things that we can do to help us feel better. Number 1, talk to somebody, and please, if you remember anything I say today, let it be this, especially the gentlemen, as we are historically poor at this. Talk to somebody. If you are ill, what do? You tell somebody. It could be your parent, it could be a teacher, and if it's more serious, you go to the doctor to get the help that you need. Toothache, the same thing, but you end up at the dentist. It's really, really important that we support our mental health in the same way. So if you feel anxious or angry or just a bit down, talk to somebody. I promise you it will help. But make sure it's somebody that you trust. Don't just grab somebody random off of the street. This could be a parent, a friend, a teacher, a youth worker. It doesn't really matter as long as you trust them. Have the conversation. Number 2, write it down. Now this helps for a couple of reasons. It can help get the emotion out as opposed to bottling it up, which could make you feel worse. Writing it down for many people helps them feel better and it lifts the way that they feel. Also, it can help you to spot patterns and trends. So, if you regularly write stuff down and you notice that every Wednesday afternoon you feel angry, it's probably because something on Wednesday morning is making you feel that way. Okay, so you can spot it, you can talk to somebody, you can get the help to make yourself feel better. Here at The Mix, again, we have lots of things to help you. We have youth workers such as myself who do mentoring and coaching. Essentially what this means is we listen to you and we can help support you through things you might be struggling with. We also have a free counselling service as well. What high school are you guys heading up to? A couple of different ones. Whichever one you're heading to, they will have a school nurse. They will be in your school once a week to help you with cuts, scrapes, bruises and the weird stuff growing out of your toes, but they are also there to help you with mental health. There's also a phone number and a text number, so you can get in contact with them in lots of different ways to get the help that you need. The Source is also an excellent website. It's all based in Suffolk with lots of information and options for support on there, including a live chat and phone number as well. So there are lots of places you can go, lots of people you can talk to if you ever need some help. So, before the next whistle goes, who can tell me who has mental health?
All of us.
Everyone!
Yes, we all have mental health. Wonderful. And it's really, really important that we help it, look after it and support it. So, bearing in mind these 5 things, can anybody tell me one thing that they're going to do this week to help boost their mental health and support their well-being? Yes?
Rest.
Rest. Wonderful. Anybody else? Yep. Be active. Let's be specific. What are you going to do? A triathlon? Awesome. Excellent. That sounds like hard work, especially in this weather. Yeah. Eat chocolate. Why not, if you enjoy it? So one of the things that you will notice is some of these things combine multiples of these. Are you triathloning with friends or family? With your dad? So you're not only being active, you're being with people. And if you enjoy it, you're doing something that you love too. So you don't have to think about them on their own. Before we go, the other thing I want you to think about is stuff like being left out. Oops. Being bullied. These things we all influence, these things we all control. So when you head back to school, when you're with your friends and with your peers, I want you to think about how we can support each other as well as ourselves. Okay? Excellent. Has anybody got any questions? No? You sure? Cool. So, thank you for listening so nicely. You are next heading to electrical safety. So if you would like to wait on the left-hand side, they'll come out when the whistle goes so you can go in. Your other left. Thank you guys.